Hello everyone, today we're looking at Battles in the East 2. There's a volume 1, and I believe they are working on a volume 3, which I did pre-order. This is from Decision Games. Yes, I did not stutter there. This is a Decision Games product. This has gotten a few videos on YouTube, but I've decided this is probably the game I want to play next. I need something a little bit lighter just to get under my belt. And I did want to knock out the Guderian's final Blitzkrieg scenario, the Tula 1941. I believe it's the pre-Moscow fight, or at least the drive to Moscow in the winter. So I did want to take a look at that, and I did want to showcase, though, some of the components of this game. So what I'm going to do is just take the box and open it and show a few things off here real quick. And then what I'll do is set this up and maybe go through a turn or two. Not a complete playthrough, but just kind of show how the game works, not a tutorial or anything like that. But just to show the components and how nice they are. And I think the game it's fairly simple. The instructions aren't that thick or deep or anything, but for Decision Games, I think it's one of their top tier titles. So if you're thinking of pre-ordering it, I definitely would. But I got the second volume because the battles are more interesting to me than the first volume. So let's crack it open and take a look inside real quick. I believe I did earlier an unboxing of this one, but I wanted to take a deeper dive into it. So the first thing, like I pointed out before, is that the counters are nice and big. So you get a hefty big counter on this one for people whose eyesight is going like mine. And they're clear, very basic war game counters. So there's not a lot of fluff and weird stuff on them. So I do like the approach on the counters. They're nice and big. They fit the map hexes very nicely. And I don't think you can go wrong with trying to read these. So the counters, no holds barred, simple, and even the game turn. You gotta like that it's got the little grid map symbol on there. So I do appreciate that. And it basically comes with 2 counter sheets, and then you get the player aids and things like that. Now the map is the other great one. It's a mounted map board. Let me get that in there for you. And the map is double-sided to reflect both the scenarios in the game. So one side is got the more reflects the season, the time of the scenario that it's set in, which is like July to August 1941. And then the other side is Operation Typhoon, so you get a more wintry side to the map. But you can see it's a really good-looking map, the type of war game map that I like. Everything's well notated. Cities are easy to read. Towns are easy to read. The roads are clear. Rivers are clear. They follow the hex sides, which I like. So yeah, the map looks great. So this would be like your summer side map for that scenario. And then when it comes to the Typhoon map, you can see now it's got the white hexes and it's wintertime. I think that was kind of a really nice touch. So you can see where it gives you a whole different feel and aesthetic to the game, and it kind of gives you the feeling that, yeah, you are in a winter scenario and it is a winter map. So I kind of like that. And again, it's mounted, and there are some charts on the map to help you out with those things. So again, they did a really good job with the components on this. And then when you go to play it, the scenario special rules are on one card. They're not like split into a separate book, which I appreciate as well. So the final Blitzkrieg special rules are there, right? You don't need to worry about that. It tells you the setup, and it's on a card. So again, I appreciate that. And then you have your standard charts and tables, nothing too special there. And then they have the Uman Pocket scenario special rules, which again is on their own card. So again, for Decision Games, this is it's good. It's really good quality. So as for how the game plays, I don't know yet. There's other videos out there on this, on how it plays, so you probably have to ask those guys on, comment on that and see what they think about it. I mean, I'll give it a shot and see what I think about it. The system rules, again, very small rule book, and I like the way they keep everything separate. So you have basically this small rule book, and then the special scenario rules are just on those cards. Again, it's not the greatest. It's a regiment, division, counter scale, medium complexity. The density is not that huge for this game. I think each hex is like 3 to 5 miles per hex. and it has a high level of solitaire ability. So it's not, this isn't a monster game, but I think that for what they're aiming for, they did a really good job of with the contents and the look of the game. It looks like a really good war game. It looks like you would expect a war game to look. So, yeah, overall, I think it looks good. And then what I'll do is maybe I'll set this up and we'll try that Tula scenario once I get a grasp on everything. And I did do a short on this, and I think I did an unboxing. I'll have to go back and look through my videos. It's been, if I did, it was way back sometime last year. It was pre-OCS, and then I did a bunch of Eastern Front dives. So anyway, that's the contents. So I will get this set up, and then we'll try a few turns and to get the rules. And there's some other YouTubers that have since tackled this system and played some things on their channel. So again, if you're looking for some playthroughs, you can definitely scrounge around the interwebs and see some stuff on there. All right, thanks for watching. I'm going to get this up and then we'll crack it open and kind of take a look at it as the week goes by. As for what I'm going to play next, I don't know. Nothing's really grabbing me yet. I just don't know. I'm just in a funk. None of these war games are reaching out to me. I'm just too lazy to learn the systems. So maybe I need to look at something easier like SCS or something like that. All right, thanks for watching.